Hello sweeties, welcome back to my channel. In today's tutorial we'll be learning how to cut and sew this beautiful halter neck flared top. I made this with just a 1 yard of crepe fabric. This is a remnant of a fabric I used before, so I have to manage it. So if you know you are interested in this, make sure you watch the end, and please remember to like, share and subscribe to my channel. So guys, let's quickly get started. So I'll be cutting this with my pattern paper. As you can see, I folded it in an angle, in a triangular form, so on this I have to locate the half of my shoulder measurement. So the half of my shoulder measurement is 7.5 inches. So that's where I'm placing my tape right now. So on that 7.5 inches, I will rule a line across, as you can see me doing. So I'm trying to make the line bolder. So after that, the next thing I will do is to measure 3 inches on that line. I'm taking 3 inches width. I'm trying to measure out my neckline. Then I will come up by 3 inches again. So I will go ahead and connect the lines together. That's 3 inches by 3 inches. And this will now serve as my neckline. So I'll go ahead and connect the lines together. So I'll now create my neck curve. Can you see? So the next thing I will do is to come down from that my neckline. I will come down by 7.5 inches. And this 7.5 inches will serve as my armhole line. So I will connect it to my neck width. So you can see me doing, can you see? Can you see that? I came down by 7.5 inches. So I will now take the length of the top from my neck line. So I will take it round. So what I have here is not even enough. So that's why I have to cut it on the paper first. Then when I'm cutting it on the main fabric, I will add to it. So what I have here is just 19 inches. So I will take it round. I took that 19 inches round. So I'll go ahead and cut it out. It's just very simple. So I'll cut out the neckline, then I'll cut the armhole line. Can you see? So this is called halter neck. So I will now open it. So the next thing I will do is to place it on my fabric. I folded the fabric in an angle form. Like this is triangular form. Yes, I place it in a triangular form. So I will now measure. I will now add 5 inches to it. So the length of my top will now be 24 inches. This fabric is not enough. So go ahead and cut. Can you see? So I'll go ahead and place this front part on a fresh fabric. Then I'll cut out the back. So I added 1 inch for the back part. There is no zip. So I added it because the back part, the upper part has to be open so that I'll be able to wear it. The upper part of the back has to be open. And the neck depth for the back part is just 1 inch. So that is just the difference as usual. So I'll now cut out the neck for the back. So this is what it is. So the next thing I will do is to hem the armhole parts with my bias. So I'm done cutting, so I'll go and hem the armhole parts. Can you see what my top look like at this stage? So can you see the armhole? I've turned it with my bias. I've turned the armhole part with my bias. I turned it from the right part. Then I will now top stitch on the bias, then fold it inside, then stitch on it. So I've turned the 4 armhole, the front, the 2 at the front and the 2 at the back. So the next thing I will do is to cut out the collar. So this is the collar. So it's not very straight. I cut it in a C form, though it's not that curved like normal C. You understand what I'm saying? So I have to cut 2 pieces of this. So I cut 2 pieces. I will iron hasty on one, then the other one I will not iron hasty. The one I did not iron hasty on, I will place it on the one I iron hasty on, then I will stitch them together. Just watch how I'm going to stitch them. So this is the one I iron hasty on. This is the one I did not iron hasty. Can you see? So I will now place the one I did not iron hasty on, then I will now stitch them together. After stitching, I will now top stitch on it, then turn it. Then after that, I will now iron it. Can you see what it look like? So this is now my collar. So I'll fold it into 2, then I will locate the midpoint of my collar. Can you see? I'll locate the midpoint. I'll do the same thing to the main top. So I have to gather it a little because it looks wider. So I will now turn it to the wrong side. Can you see how I'm going to stitch them? So I will stitch it with the one I did not iron hasty on. So that's it. So after stitching the front part, this is what it look like. So this is how I'm going to be stitching it on the back part of my dress. So I will now measure 1.5 inches. Can you see? Because they are not together. So from that 1.5 inches, I will now stitch the one of the back parts of my top. Can you see how I'm stitching it? See, the right side of the front part is facing up, while one of the one I'm about to stitch, the wrong side is facing up. Can you see how it is? So after stitching it, I will now flip it. Can you see? Now the armhole, they are now on the same part. So that is it for that part. So I will now just watch and see how I'm going to stitch the second back part. Can you see this part already? So this one now, both the right part of all of them, can you see, is now facing up. The right part is facing up. I will now pick my collar. I will measure that 1.5. I'll pick it. Please make sure you watch carefully and always remember to let me know whatever you did not understand in the comment section. So can you see? Remember when I was joining the other one, the wrong side was facing up, but this side now, the wrong side is facing down. So this is what it is. So after stitching them, can you see what it's looking like? All the right side now is facing up. Remember, I attach it with the one I did not iron hasty on. Can you see? Can you see how it is? So if it's not like this after stitching it, that means you did not get it right. So I'll now go ahead and stitch them. See, all the wrong side they are facing down. So this is the armhole. So after joining them, the next thing I will do is to join the arm from the armhole. I will now close the side of my top. I'll do the same thing to the second part. That's the second side. So I will now pick it. I will join them from the armhole to the down parts of my top. So that's what it is. Please guys, remember to like, share and subscribe to my channel. Can you see I'm done stitching both the side and the neck and the collar. I'm done stitching them together. So the next thing I will do is to hem the down parts. Then after that, I will go ahead and give my top a very quality press, and that will be all about this halter neck flayed top. Please remember to like, remember to share this video, subscribe to my channel if you're new here. Thank you so very much guys for watching. See you in our next tutorial and bye for now.